the first song written is actually the last track of the album, and that song is called Heat Death, which sounds broad, but the term is the actual scientific term of the end of the universe, due to the fact that atoms and protons and neutrons, everything runs by heat and movement, and eventually there will be a time way beyond any scope that we'll ever experience that all the heat and all the molecules and all the protons and the neutrons and atoms, they stop moving and they have no heat, and that means they slowly slow down and die, just like how we are designed to expire. The universe is finite, beyond our comprehension as of this point, but this is still theory and somewhat fact. So I'm sure Carl Sagan could debate me and win in any kind of aspect of that, and he's not even alive. So so Heat Death was the first song written. It's the longest track on the album. It's one of our longest tracks in Origin history. Our joking tentative title was 8-Minute Banger, which means it's 8 minutes of just banging, high intensity. So we also feel that's like the excellent closure to the album. That was the first song written, but yeah, it's one of those things where you mentioned it, I was like, oh my god, yes, we need to go back to it, but I just need to make sure that we can. I don't even know what the last riff is in my head right now. If I can, I just need to make sure I can get to. If I have to chug something out to get to, you know, so
back to the first one.
Yeah. So I just need to do some. That's what I need to do with you to see if we can see if it aligns, and if it doesn't, if I have to do some heavy chugging. The last song written, the correct title, I want to say is Coalscape. I tentatively called Rabid Triple Pterodactyl because it's very black metal and aggressive, and so it was written on Christmas Eve. I was in a kind of funny mood, and I wanted to make everyone out celebrating and all this stuff, and I was alone with my kitty. Even though I had an excellent night later, I got in this mood. I put my Santa cap on. I did not wear the corpse paint. I should have put on corpse paint in my Santa cap and filmed it, but I wrote that song probably in about 10 minutes. It all just came together as a joke, and I think it came out great. So that was, I'm really excited about that song. I think that will be track 3, still to be determined yet. So that would be and everything else is just in between somewhere. Maybe another song I wrote kind of off the cuff and it just worked. So a lot of preparation, you know, like I'll have riffs, but sometimes I just can, like, especially if I'm in a good mood or nervous about, like, I was hanging out with my brothers in Unmerciful, and anytime I get around those guys, those are my closest of friends and musicians, and we just have a symbiosis when we're around each other just to make each other better. So because I don't really fear any bands or anything like that, but I respect those guys because they are from the same bloodline and they're former Origin guys. So that helps motivate me try to be better as a guitar player and write more unmerciful type riffs.